everyone, come back with me in here. I'm going to presentation about theories of second language acquisition. In my presentation, I will explanation what the theory of second language acquisition. Okay, check it out. Now, do you know what is language acquisition? This is I want to explain. Process the child begin to recognize and verbal communication with its environment is called language acquisition of children. The term used for the acquisition of British counterpart of the term acquisition, namely the process of language acquisition by children naturally when he learn his native language. I take Darjo Mijojo 2008. Next, acquisition. The five hypotheses. Hypothesis about the first hypothesis about second language acquisition. Second. Okay, now this is any five hypotheses. Operation theory of second language acquisition. The first, the acquisition learning hypothesis. Second, the monitor hypothesis. Third, the input hypothesis. Fourth, the effective filter hypothesis. And then finally, the natural other hypothesis. Okay, the first, the acquisition learning hypothesis according to question. In terms of foreign language performance, there are two fundamental process of language like people acquire their native language as a child through genuine exposure and natural communication. At the same time, learning refers to the process in which individuals try to learn a second language through mastery over the syntax and lexis in acquisition process. Second, the natural order hypothesis. This hypothesis offers a potential order in which children reasonably pick up their native language according to present. The same predicatable order appears to be applied by learners of English as a second language. This practical order must be considered to avoid frustration for the teacher and student who must be ready to go to the next step of the learning process. An example is a widely observed necessity of getting familiar with past simple before learning past perfect tense. For instance, or present simple before present perfect. And the third, the monitor hypothesis. The monitor hypothesis suggests a tendency to monitor or self-correct one's language production based on the language rules and principles acquired by the learners. And this will seem to happen when some specific conditions are met. Learners must be focused, take their time, and know the language rule to monitor their production. This appears to be more applicable when it comes to writing signature, can cause frequent pause and editing word rising attended to self-correction that inevitably leads to unnaturalness in speech. And then the fourth, the input hypothesis. The input hypothesis is mentioned, also known as the origin hypothesis, indicates the level of the language the learners are exposed to is required to be higher than the language level. To put it another way, L plus 1 needs to be considered. provide a higher or lower input level does not seem to be or great use for learners. It might result in unsafe lack of motivation and disappointment. Additionally, no learning takes place when the information does not require any attempt to be comprehended. And then finally, 5. The effective filter hypothesis. This hypothesis emphasizes the value of self-confidence, motivation, and a positive self-image in second language acquisition. This premise also embodies the devastating impact of anxiety and stress on limited learning. Lack of motivation and satisfaction in addition to high anxiety levels for a filter or mental block that spontaneously applies the language production and or mental block that spontaneously applies the language production and output quality. Okay, now hypothesis. The first hypothesis about second language acquisition, and the second, the causative variable in second language acquisition. Okay. First, comprehensible input strength of the filter. In order to acquire two combination share necessary, the first is comprehensible, or even better, comprehensible. Input containing +1 structure agreed beyond technique structures agreed beyond each required current level, and second, low or weak effective filter to allow the input in. Second, linear teaching. Now, the more we know about language and language learning, the more important dedication we make about language teaching. Its primary function is to supply comprehensible input for those who can get it, elsewhere those constrained by their situation. Example, foreign language students who do not have input source outside the class or by their competence, thus unable to understand the language of the outside world. While it's a less useful for those who have other sources of input, there still are things the competent classroom can contribute to the intermediate student. Okay, third, exposure variable. There is no exposure variable. There is no variation in the acquisition process itself, but here is in the rate and the extent acquisition as a result of the amount of comprehensible input received and the strength of the effective filter. Now, next, performance, brought about by the actions of the learned release of the learned knowledge. Types of monitor user. Over user. This when performs monitor all the time. As a result, they may speak with hesitation and usually correct themselves the middle of the utterance. Other user is when performs given only on the acquired system. They do so either because they have not learned or because they don't want to use their learned system. They don't self correct even if they're no, I mean correct even if the three conditions are met. Optimal user. This is when the performers use the monitor process when it is suitable and will not affect communication. When the three conditions are met, optimal performance will monitor to make his output more accurate. Okay everyone, that's all my presentation about theories of second language acquisition. See you on my next presentation. Bye.